Alright, we're recording with the iSight camera that I spoke so much about. I have many faces. When I make films, I take off my glasses and then I don't see anything. Unless it's about a foot in front of my face. 2007 is a year that's going to usher in a film I'm doing called Hum, a Story. H-U-M, a story. And that's a top secret project, but since you are my friends and subscribers, my subscribers and my friends, basically it's about a young man, me, who's planning on attending Harvard University as either a professor of English literature or a student, either undergraduate or graduate. That was my objective when I was in Cleveland, Ohio many years ago. That's what that's about. It's how I do that, and I do some unique things in the picture. Every picture I do is different from everything else, I think, except that the main character is always the same, and the stories are different. The supporting people are pretty much always the same. It's an ensemble cast which I've assembled, and I like using them because they react to me, actually. Whatever I do, they either act negatively or positively. Either way is good. So it's not so much like you're reading a telephone book. It's pretty much reading me, and that's why they were chosen, and that's why they are seen a lot in the films that I do. I'm more of an independent filmmaker and probably much more iconoclastic than any other filmmaker I've known, in that I wear 7 or 9 hats when I make a film. And one of the hats might be black, gray, red. I don't think I've got any white hats. Yeah, one white hat. Let me see if I can find a hat. Oh. Well, let's start off from my days at MGM, for instance. I was in an editing room that you reach by going up a huge flight of steps. It was called Cutting Room 28. So I was born in 1948, so I like the fact that it was Cutting Room 28. And it was on top of a roof. If you looked across the way, you could see the executive offices. And this is my Prada hat that I use a lot. I don't know if you can see that or not. So when I wear that hat, then that's a completely different person that I become. And I'm like a chameleon. Depending on what the story is, I pretty much get into that pretty nicely. So, and then, so that's 2 hats. And then, if I really want to be cool, I have this hat. And I don't wear this much, but when I do, you know I'm taking care of business. Some kind of business. Because I'm a businessman. And I've got, at last count, 7 businesses around the world, or was it 1,000? Small businesses, not major ones, not even mid-major, but small ones where I help people, and they kind of circulate the money around. So basically, that's what A Story is about. It's about this businessman who has this conscience that's awakened by, let's say, the AIDS crisis in Africa. Let's say the poverty in third world countries. Let's see, things that we can do something about but haven't yet done much about. So what I propose to do is show how one man can do quite a lot by using friends that are of like mind. So that's basically what it is. And as far as my channel goes, Ergelt asked me that about 3 months ago, soon after I joined YouTube on July 9th, 2006. What my concept was for my channel, and I mentioned that mine was more of an intellectual sort of filmmaking. I think that's what I told him, but anyway, he felt that it would add a lot to the YouTube experience for those type of films to be seen. I don't intentionally go into it by thinking that my films are to engender thought, as Lady Seneca may think, but I pretty much use the people, my friends and subscribers, to carry on a sounding board with me, because I don't have a group of underlings or associate producers running with me and we hash out ideas. I pretty much hash my own ideas out, and then I actualize them by getting people who can help me achieve my vision. In the past, I worked with a lot of different people, and Charles Burnett was a big influence on me. He directed, he was my director of photography and cameraman for my first film at UCLA in 1969. The summer of '69, I did a picture called 29 Pickup. The 29 Pickup that you see here is not the original 29 Pickup. That's the new version of 29 Pickup. For some reason, I like that name, 29 Pickup. And in 1969, we shot the film at a house on Western, 2906 South Western. We had a friend of mine's house. And we had a brand new 1969 Buick Riviera at our disposal from one of the actors that supplied that. So anyway, let's see how this works. And we're going to give a shout out video immediately following this. So stay tuned for further adventures of the cat.